welcome to today's NCCR workshop news. We are going to talk about products, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had done some homework.
Yes, you can put it that way.
Yeah, it felt like back in the days, you know, when you had this endless homework. The weather is nice outside and it stretch and it stretch and it stretch and you don't get it done. We really need to apologize. Some people are really waiting now quite long for their parts, and there are 1 million excuses, and we're really tired of that, and the year was a little bit exhausting.
Yeah, you could put it that way. That's true.
So, yeah, everybody know we have COVID problem going around the globe, but it is not always as it seems. So in the beginning, like Italy.
Yeah, in the beginning, I mean, of course, it was really bad, especially in Italy. It was
the
worst.
Hard affected.
It was the absolute worst country, mostly affected in Europe, but we kind of still see that it is not like you would expect that now that people are working again, they would try to like get in phase again with what
I would have expected was that the people, after they had complete lockdown, not only in Italy, in January, February, and then March, and then some came not back to work before May or June, and then, depending what country, in July and August, they just said, oh, by the way, now we're 4 weeks of holiday. So I don't know where this is all going, because it's just ruining the economy.
Yeah, it is.
And
because I mean, first they couldn't work because it was locked down, then they didn't work because it was holidays, and now things that we have ordered like in January, February has still not shown up.
No, and then they tell us, oh, finally we are back at work. Sorry, and then they say, yeah, of course we pay the stuff usually always in advance, and then you have literally thousands of dollar out there, and then they tell you, it comes in May, it comes in June. And then you ask in July, and then they say, in August, and then like with SC Project, with the exhaust manufacturer where our cans come from.
But in August we're on holidays.
Yeah.
And you go like, what?
I don't know if SC was also in holiday, but half of Italy usually is in August in holiday. And then they told us, end of August, and end of August it again didn't happen, and now they told us end of September. So Alan Hawks is ready to finish the production, but there are still parts missing and the cans are missing.
Yes.
So we started to develop an alternative in case they will not come end of September, but all that makes you kind of tired.
Yes.
This is why this wonderful bike here, thanks to another Hans from Sweden, who's the owner of the bike, also wait for the exhaust, and also greetings to the other Hans in Germany, that he's getting back in shape again. He had a bad accident in Oschersleben on the track, so but it looks like all's getting good, so all best to him. And let's talk some products. By the way, we have forgotten, there's this LSL bobbins on. That is something what always upsets me when we need to check up the rear of an 1190. Then you always, depending what stand you have, you scratch the swing arm. So we already chopped on the most of our rear stands. I don't know, I think we have 10 here in the workshop in usage. We chop the tip off, and still it is always a problem.
You always have to be like super careful and be very thoroughly looking before you check it up. Otherwise,
so
you
we
might
have
scratch.
we have this really very fair priced LSL again in the program. They were out of stock for a couple of years. We had them first bike in 2014, and now here on this bike you see them again, and they're available now also in the web shop.
Yes.
We like to talk products today.
And we were talking about alternatives.
Alternatives?
Yes. So the Quickshifter.
Yeah, the Quickshifter. There was also some problems with the supplier of the sensors. There are domino sensors in, and there was also some discussion how many we produce and where we produce. But now they're in the pipeline. It all comes in again. But on the way, we decided, because there's a lot of, you remember, there are some discussions regarding Quickshifters, and there's a lot of people from 1125s so who are looking for a Quickshifter, and the factory kit is quite expensive. We will keep the factory kit in production, and we have it in production, and we will also keep it in the same quality, same CNC, 5-axis lever, and so on. But we have an alternative now, and that was one of the good spin-offs of this of this Corona problem. We were looking around, and then we remembered we made a prototype when the RX came out in 2014, before the factory kit came, for a customer here in Sweden who is mostly on the racetrack, it's down from south, with a local sensor and system supplier who's also from the south, called Cordona.
Yes.
And Cordona is very well known in the racing industry also. They deliver systems up to the Moto2 level. I don't think they do MotoGP, but Moto2 level they do. And the good thing is Micke, who is the owner, small company like ours, they really talk with the man who do the things, and he's a really, really smart engineer. And so we stick the heads together, and I would say we come up now with a really interesting line going.
Yeah, all the way. So it's not only EBR, it's also the Buells. So that's fun.
So we said, come on, now we put the work in. And the interesting thing is that with Cordona, we can go all way. We can offer systems who use the pre-programmed function in the ECM or not.
Exactly.
And based on that, and based on their special technology, we developed now a complete product line, starting at the old tube framers, where it is quite easy. There we will have two options: standalone systems who will engage into the ignition circle. There we will have open cable ends, I think, because there are so many who have no more original ignition systems. So
not the youngest bikes.
Yeah, most of them have Dyna 2000i in today, I guess. But the interesting thing on Cordona is that there is always an electronic box between the sensor and the bike. And if you put it on an EBR 1190, then you use this box only, and there comes the first new super nice feature to adjust the switch resistance. Maybe Julia can explain that.
Well, when you are shifting, some people tend to shift harder, some softer. Some people are very active on the bike, so maybe they would, say, touch the shift lever, but then you don't want the ignition to cut out. So you can actually adjust how hard you will have to push the lever for the ignition to cut out. So that's only that you can just do in the box, so it's super easy.
So that is a standard item on all of our new Quickshifters who use this style sensor. The second thing is the Cardona the Cardona sensor is able to work in both ways.
Yes.
No cheering. We are not inventing the blip for the X1. That is still not possible. But it means that you can train and administrate the sensor if it is a push or pull usage.
Yes.
Why is that important?
Shift pattern.
Yes.
Yes.
Normally you buy our kit or the former factory kit, and then you need to decide if you shift GP shift pattern, that means first speed up, all other speed down, or standard normal road shift pattern, what is first down and all the others go up.
Yes. And once you made that choice, it will be that forever.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
But not anymore. From now on, when you buy the shift, the kit with the lever, there you can decide whenever with some little programming on our little trick box here, if you want to use it shifting upwards or downwards, you need on the 1190 or 1125 then just need to change the position of the piece what goes on the shifter itself, but the kit includes everything that you can choose your pattern. That is interesting for people who are not sure if they want to use GP shift pattern and just
because
want
it
to
is
try.
Weird.
Yeah.
To me, at least, it's weird.
No, for me, it's just perfect. But before you need to change some hardware, you need to change the sensor, and that comes all included. But we have a lot of people asking us because there are some systems on the market where the people I heard can manipulate the ECM and activate in XP or 1125 the shifter function, and there is there the people asked for a not so expensive system, and that we also have now, because with Cardona we are able to offer a system where we have the sensor integrated in the toe pack.
It looks super nice.
Yeah, we put some, or Julia put some work into it, that it looks really nearly like stock, and but with that we can skip the lever. It only works with standard shift pattern.
No GP.
No, but it offers a lot of function, especially when you order it where it goes directly into the electronic. Then you not even need a race ECM, or you not even need to manipulate your ECM. And because of that, and then comes the last point, we offer the sensor electronic also with the possibility to adjust the kill time in this box. Why we do that? The thing is, normally if you have access to the ECM, like on the XP or on the 1125, you can adjust the kill time in the software. As the EBR ECMs are locked, it could be helpful to go around, or if you just don't want, you're just not interested to manipulate something in your ECM. You don't want to buy any software, you don't want to buy any cables, you just want to have a Quickshifter.
That works.
That works. And that way, then you choose the option that you have the resistance and and the kill time adjustable in the box.
Yeah.
So
easy peasy.
yeah. So this is a new setup now. We have 1190 and 1125 with the nice CNC lever, and then we have the toe pack solution. We have the XP solution. We could do an XP toe pack solution also, but
depends. If a lot of people say they absolutely totally want to have it, sure,
Yeah.
I'll whip something up.
yeah, could be an option.
Yeah.
The thing is, then you need to drill the shift lever, and there's not much material there.
Yeah, you've done it a couple of times. and
Yeah, on
it's-
broken ones.
Yeah.
So many of the XP shift levers where the toe pack was broken off, we drilled and screwed one on. But well, there we have the linkage anyhow, and I think the linkage solution is very, very
The
elegant.
easiest, yes.
Yeah. Also regarding the cable routing, it's really, really
Looks nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So these are the Quickshifters.
So the old ones stay, but we also have new ones, and we can go from tube framer to EBR 1190. That's
Yeah.
basically the message.
That's the message.
Next product.
Lighting. Lighting
Yes.
is a lot of new stuff.
Yes, we made some really nice, cool stuff.
That not many people bought it, honestly. It was back in the days 2014 when we got the SX. We said, it's so bad that there's no AX on the market. So we started to develop an AX, but then we all know what happened. But back from then we have this screen, this high screen kit, what we sold maybe 20, 30 in the last years. And we have this lighting kit. And this light kit with one light to the right, one to the left, was intentionally a high beam kit.
Yes.
But since 2014,
Things have happened.
things have happened. And this new, and since then we know how bad the factory front lamp is. If you really, really want to ride in the night, the low beam and high beam is, if you go through New York City, maybe that's okay.
Sure.
But if you try to hit the autumn country road in the wet when it's raining with leaves on a EBR 1190 SX, then this is far away from fun.
Yeah.
So these new lamps are road legal, each for
start with,
itself.
yes.
It's offered as a pair, but each for itself, road legal high and low beam system.
Yes.
Full LED.
So if you look inside of it, as we did when we mounted it, you can actually see the shutter mechanism. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is a shutter, electromagnetic shutter. There's a little box on it. So this is a full lamp for itself. That way, we make the SX a bike with in real 3 headlamps.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're not looking like this, so everybody thinks there comes a train.
It's a little bit too small to be a train too.
And so you have 2 extra low beams, 2 extra high beams, and then it is on you how you mount it. For the moment, there will be open cable ends. So if we see some orders on it, we would discuss and think about to make a wiring harness.
Yeah.
Where we when it is plug and play. So, but that way how it is now, you can put a switch between, and then you can decide if you ride in daytime also with 3 running or low beam, as we say, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This kit is ready made. We produce, I think, 10 now.
Yes. 10 to pass. Yes.
Yeah, and we will upgrade it in the web shop.
Mm-hmm.
What else we have?
Then we have let's continue with the Undertale Lights. Those are pretty too.
Yeah.
They do come in 3 colors, but we only have 2 right now. So it's red, smoke, and clear.
Yeah.
And they go under as an extra. So
Yeah, so you can use them for different matter. First of all, it is inspired by the word superbike and by the
rain light. Yes.
I don't mean the rain light or so-called fog light. I always call them fog light, but nobody races in fog. So
Exactly.
they're mandatory in many race series, and I think also. When we see what happen on the racetrack, sometimes not everybody have the right skills or the right intention or attention. Sorry, attention.
Yes.
So maybe even on the racetrack, you might think about using a brake light. Maybe not in competition, but if it's just on the track day, a brake light could maybe save your day and another people from getting hurt or hurting you. So
it's powder coated in our nice frame color.
Yeah,
that
it is a frame color, and it's open end cable ends at the moment because we think there are people who would just add it to another setup. What they have, like our Undertale set, so you could use that also together with it as an extra light, or you can use it as the only light because you have special ideas regarding where you put your blinkers or your plate and so on. So
it's pretty versatile.
Yeah, exactly.
And 3 colors, as I said.
Yeah, 3 colors, and they're all black from the aluminium. It's completely aluminium, and it's a nice and compact part.
Yes. Talking about being under the tail, we also upgraded our... So many cables. We upgraded our tail tidy kit, so that's the one that goes down low here. And we have also added a reflector now, so it's a fancy one. So it is not like the boring stripe ones, but it's actually a little nicer shape, and it fits perfectly with that. And
there you could now, if you want to add extra safety, you could combine that, and I think that would be quite cool. The new thing there is that the Undertale tail tidies now come completely plug and play, and there we need to thank Chess Augard, who was able to source us finally after we ordered them in Italy, in UK, in China, and they never came. The double connector is not a so big problem, but the triple connector of the tail light was absolutely not to source, and Chaz found them, and now we can make the tail tidy kit plug and play.
Yes.
They just you still have the work to do on the under tray with the mounting points and so on, but from the electrical side it is straightforward.
And that of course is a standalone, so it's blinker, brake light, and everything.
And it's road legal, maybe not in that position depending on what market you are, but I think it's also now I like her upgrade with a reflector. I think this adds some more safety, and also maybe in combination.
It's also required in many countries.
Yeah, right.
Yes, so even if they maybe don't like where it sits, it will still be safer than the one that was before. And I think that reflector looks a lot nicer than, for instance, a normal stripe. So if you just put a dot on it, it's like a reflecting round one.
Yeah. The reflector also have a dot approval number.
Oh, it does. Yes, yes. It's a fancy.
So the components are all road legal rated. If the positioning is road legal, that
depends on your country.
Yeah.
Same with like the distance between the indicators. There can be rules in some countries.
Yeah.
But the indicators and like tail and brake light, they are approved.
Yeah.
And they're the blinkers that I drew up.
Yeah, right.
They are
right.
You don't see any blinkers on that bike. Well, apart from the rear one, but that we ignore now. So you don't see the front indicator. That's because I made a new one. We've shown them before, and the file will be available, so you can either print them yourselves and get the stem. Like you will still need the metal stem to glue in, So you either
yeah,
can...
the stamps we already have in
Yes.
the web shop.
Web shop and everything.
Yeah, also we have 6mm and 8mm
Yes.
stamps, depending if you want to have one or two of the LED inserts.
Yes.
Because if you want to use two inserts, you need to have
too many
the...
cables.
Yeah,
I can't fit them in the 8mm stem then,
No.
because it's just too much cables.
No.
Yeah, and that is
So-
one of them. And if you just want to print them and do the work yourself, or just get the stems, you can do that too. Or you can have me print them. So yeah.
Last item. What else?
Yeah, we have one more thing to show you.
Yeah.
So it's a screen.
It's a screen. It's,
It's a
an MRA screen
Yes.
from Germany. So some of you racers know MRA. That's one of the, I would say the best manufacturer in the world, and they make very, very nice screens. And I like the MRA a little bit more because they are more clear.
Clear. I can see you very clearly.
I can see. So, and they are thinner.
Yes. So they're lighter.
The one we sold till now, they are a little bit thicker. They are more heavy, and the visibility is on the MRA better.
Yes.
This is so we let them make.
Yes, so this is the prototype that he's holding. That's why it is not tinted down here, because the one that you will be able to buy, they will be tinted, so you don't see like the electrical stuff that's going on at the front.
This electric graveyard, what the EBR have there at the front. So it will be here some rusted tine, tinting.
It will be tinted.
Tinted. And on the clear one and on the smoke one, there will be smoke, clear, and pitch black, of course. And
it's a double bubble.
And it's a double bubble.
It's a nice.
And
it's a nice word.
Word exclusive for us, May. So we ordered a bunch, and we will show you when they are available.
Also, they were easier to come by than the ones that we sold previously, because these are coming from Germany, and we ordered a bunch. And the ones we sold before, they were coming from England, and it always took like forever to actually get them.
Yeah.
So that will it's also a nice plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else we have?
I don't know. Do we have anything else?
Maybe let me look it through. Maybe you have a story.
Story. Like, oh yeah, I do have a story. So you know how we make the chassis stabilizer kit, and well,
it came out super nice.
Yes, it did, absolutely. And well, we didn't run into a problem, but Nick did. So when he mounted it, because when we mounted
it was our fault.
Yes,
we should
totally.
have seen that.
But when we mounted it with a racing shroud for the fan.
Yeah,
and
with the race fairing, and we found out that there's a shroud, of course, because there's no fan mounted, it's not going so deep.
Yes, but the original does. So Nick was standing like, guys, this doesn't fit. So
there you have already seen how really how smart the construction department from EBR was. It's all so tight and going on the last bit and on the last millimeter, and we need to with the stabilizer kit. There's a thermostat housing on the right, a little bit in a different location, and then it collided with the shroud. Yes. And Nick directly told us, and Julia.
So he told us on, what was that, Saturday? I drew it up on Monday morning, and
on Sunday I had the solution. You draw it up
Monday morning
on Monday,
and he got the template to cut it out on Monday evening, and
exactly.
I had to test print it a couple of times because
where's the partner?
It is in.
Ah yeah,
it's in there.
I thought you just printed a new one.
I did, but that one's there. But I can get the other one.
Yeah. So it is a tiny, really little piece, and she need to make the construction, like. And it is.
So it
is
really
more,
not big.
It's maybe like the sum, the real cutout area, and it looks quite nice also. But it's all about the details, and you always need to be behind it.
So that will of course go with the kit if you order it.
Yeah, that's part of the kit.
Yes.
Yeah, we think the chassis stabilizer kit will be one of the important things. We know now that also the World Superbikes had their main issues with the front cylinder.
Yes, that is confirmed now.
With breaking away the cylinders. So we think we are absolutely on the right track. Factory. Talk about factory carbon. Before you asked us, this is a factory carbon.
Yes, we don't
kit.
sell it.
We don't sell it. LAP sell it. I think it's $2,600, $2,700 the last time I heard it. The fitment is, when it is on, very good.
It looks very nice. The finish is like...
The finish is really good
amazing.
from the coating, also from the carbon is laid. I would really say, wow. When you look on it.
The decals are not included, so that our customer made himself.
But
just so you know.
I think the belly pan is also not in carbon included. But if you love carbon and you have a little bit of patience to
make it fit,
get it all on the position. And you are not so super picky with the clearances. I think it is a very good kit. I don't want to produce it for that money.
If you want it, contact
LAP. What else? That's it, right?
I think now that's actually it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Take care.
Ton of news. I hope you're also excited. And contact us with any question. Thanks for watching.
Yes, and have a nice weekend, everyone, and take care, basically, right?
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
See us. Bye.